Nice and smooth offense shown by the San Miguel Beermen on their last 2 plays. And the San Miguel Beermen have challenged every look here by the PBA Llamados.
J1, attack them. Whether man or no, you run the same thing. Run stop.
What a burst of energy we've seen here by the PBA Llamados. The flush moves in. Up and up. And he fouled it. With a foul. With a one. Coming up for Tony Washam. And takes a 1-point lead for the BMEC Derby Llamados.
We're switching on Signal. You stay in front. Good job.
It really has become quite an emotional first half so far. 7.9 seconds, game on the line. This is the time where heroes thrive.
We got the BMEC Derby AFC Llamados up 45-33 against the San Miguel Beermen, and Tony Washam is actually leading the charge for the Llamados with 12 points to his name. My name is Patricia Bermudez. He's on right here at courtside. You know, Tony Washam has had the daunting task of going mano a mano against Gabe Freeman, and this is one of the things that Coach Ryan feels has been key so far in the series, although he doesn't do it that often because we all know that Gabe Freeman is just all over the floor sometimes. He's got 7 points and he's got 11 rebounds to his name. Now, to know more about our reigning best import, let's check this out.
My name is Gabriel Freeman. I wear number 25 and I play for San Miguel Beermen.
Gabe Freeman is a rare breed.
Don't be fooled by my skinny frame, or I'll punish you with my game.
At first glance, you can't seem to figure out that he can play with the big guys. But underneath his 6'6" skinny frame is a big heart that proves to be a monster on the court.
4-1. Oh! Gabe Freeman is just unstoppable. Couldn't ask anything more from your import.
I'll be honest, Gabe is not the most talented skill-wise, no? Pero he has intangibles, eh. You cannot measure, for one thing, his heart. Hunger niya, God-given yun. Talagang yung drive niya to excel ba.
All-around skills will give you the chills.
Gabe Freeman, explosive.
He hustles, he hops, and he dives for loose balls.
Plays physical.
Monster of the boards.
He can test shots. He can explode to the basket.
He has thunderous and electrifying dunks.
He can sink that smooth jumper. He leaps like a frog to block shots.
Has a great passion for the game.
Has tremendous energy and enthusiasm.
He's a firebrand.
And off, Washington knows. Oh! And Gabe Freeman takes care of business for San Miguel.
I'm an import that gives my team what they need. I'm just the guy that brings energy. I start the fire and they spray the fluid on it. Once I start the fire, it's a blaze. It's uncontrollable. You know, that's what this team was missing all along. It was just a fire starter.
Freeman has this boundless off when you play with him. With so much passion and intensity, Freeman is the kind of import that can liberate your team from miseries. The bottom line is, he hates losing.
Almost like a volleyball play there. Freeman getting 2 people to jump into the air, defy them, and run it home.
To be honest, I'm a sore loser. I don't like to lose. I don't tolerate losing. And I got to give them something so that they can believe in me. And for me, that's winning games.
And that lies the big difference. He plays to win. When you have an import of that breed, how can you go wrong?
I like the way Freeman is playing on both ends of the floor. Defensively, he's been an anchor right there, just a huge block. Offensively, he has been attacking the rim.
I think he has a very bright future ahead of him. Yung kakulangan niya, he makes up for it in a lot of ways.
Freeman has led the San Miguel Beermen again deep in the playoffs. He's got a big chance to bringing home another championship and perhaps another Best Import Award.
And I'm here to win another chip.
Villanueva makes his move.
Send it home, big fella. The athletic Freeman, big time slam.
God put me here for a reason. I don't know why, know what for, but I'm here. And I'm enjoying every bit of it. But I'm just thankful for all the athletic abilities that God has given me. But as long as I get my guys going, that's my satisfaction. That's my joy and that's my fun.
Well, the firebrand Gabe Freeman is, of course, the fire starter for the San Miguel Beermen and the one that the Llamados will need to extinguish in the second half. Let's see how they will pan out. Now, before we go back to the action and crunch the numbers, let's take a look at what's going to be happening next weekend on July 31st. This is the staging of the PBA Fun Run. I hope you guys will join.
All right, the 12-point lead here for the BMEC Derby is Llamados over the San Miguel Beermen here at halftime of game number 3, a game which BMEC has dominated from the tip of Finito. They started this game on a 13-1 run.
Richard, it's been terrific defense being employed here by BMEC, holding San Miguel, a typically high-scoring team, to only 33 points at the half. San Miguel's rhythm, not there. Their up and down game, not there. The transition attacks, hindi natin nakikita. So far, dominated by BMEC because of its defense.
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights that happened here in the first half, in the first quarter. Of course, you have Tony Washam here giving it to Don Aliado, following up his good performance in game number 2 where he scored 15 points. Don Aliado so far has 8 points here in the first half. A lot of confidence being shown here in game number 3. And of course, Tony Washam, although he scored only 2 points in the first quarter, has shown other facets of his game, like giving out assists and playing tough defense. And in the second quarter, Freeman has finally settled down. He was a bit jittery at the start of this game, but he came to work in the second quarter. And of course, James Yap, prolific all throughout, very consistent, knocking down shots from the outside and getting some separation from the defender in getting his baskets. And right now, we'll give you a rundown of our Dean's List, and we'll see how these two teams have fared. Let's start off with the San Miguel Beermen.
Well, Richard, Gabe is not in sync. Already with 3 personal fouls, he's had to sit out some minutes in the first half, so he's not really giving his 100% because of limited minutes. San Miguel has not been able to make James Yap work. You notice he only has, well, he has no foul whatsoever in this game. That means kung sinong ginagwardyahan niya is not putting too much defensive pressure on James Yap. Regrouping off turnovers, look at the turnover points scored by BMEC as against San Miguel. Perimeter firepower, that's not there either for San Miguel. So 3 X marks for the Beermen, which explains why they're down by 12.
And of course, the BMEC Derby A's Llamados coming into this ball game with a lot of energy, a lot of confidence after stealing game number 2. What they've been doing right.
Well, Richard, they're proving that game 2 victory para sa kanila was not a fluke. They have not been able to establish their interior presence because San Miguel is dominating the board to the tune of 26 and 20. But Tony Washam has been on the ball. Look at his 3 assists. Remember, in game number 2, he only had 1 assist. Game number 1, he only had 2 assists. Now, we're just in the first half. Nakakatatlong assists na si Tony Washam, going with 12 points and 5 rebounds. And they have also been able to starve San Miguel's possessions. Look at how poorly San Miguel has shot from the floor. 35% only from the field as against 50% for BMEC.
So game 1, 1 assist. Game 2, 2 assists. Ngayon, game 3, 3 assists.
Magandang progression.
Oo nga, no? Pag game 4, baka 4 na yan.
And we're just in the first half. Papasa pa yan.
Ito na yan, Artadi loses the leather. After you're telling, let's see, James Yap has no fouls, you know, I think for both teams, not a lot of free throws have been taken in the first half. Only 1 out of 2 for BMEC and 5 of 8 for the Beermen.
And look at Paul Artadi making a difference in this game. He will not be able to score, but he did get the steal. And more importantly, he did get that 3rd personal foul of Gabe Freeman in the first half.